What up? Welcome back, guys. We're continuing on with our watercolor escapades as I do this sketch of a self-portrait. And this sketch, I was really just sketching my feeling. I was just feeling really weird, really odd the week that I had sketched this, and I think the zombie hand pulling at my face and messing up whatever like color is on my body. I think kind of like, I don't know, that kind of like body horror, like mishmash. I don't know, it just kind of experienced like the weird feeling. I was like, I don't know, like you know, when they have like those rubber or clay sculptures or whatever, and then they like squish it, they ruin it. That's just how I was feeling. So that's how I tried to convey that. Let me know if that gives, or if you were just thought it was a weird dynamic thing I just decided to do. I'm literally doing the voiceover in bed. I'm just tired. Maybe it's because it's finals week, you know, and all my energy is like going somewhere else. And on the other side, so I kind of drew in pen this me, I guess, another self-portrait caricature of me in the water, and there's like these eyes that kind of look like bugs, and normally when I draw eyes, the eyes are all open, but these eyes are closed, and I think that's a really funny dichotomy, because I think it's like a way to be like, oh, my mind's more silent because I'm just a little bit more down. Like it's like a content sadness, if that makes sense. It's like, it's not like I want to be sad or anything. It's just like that heavy feeling or whatever. And I drew another beautiful little lady here, similar to my beautiful little Teresa. Here she is, if you missed her. And so let me know what I should name her sister. This is kind of like steampunk machinery, cyborg, like steampunk, like old tech futurism, which is kind of really cool. And I've also been learning more about that in my digital futures class, my one art history class for my school, my art school major or whatever. But this was just really fun to mess around with, because I just like messing around with watercolors. I like not like making them look good. I like just doing what I want. I like, you know, like using different mediums on top of my watercolors to kind of like distress it or lift it or like separate it. But I was looking at a bunch of different watercolor pieces from Pinterest. I was trying to find ones that were like on paper, so they were like less likely to be AI, but you know, I gotta start searching on RedNote. Maybe RedNote will pull through. But then I drew some brain matter, I drew a steak, I drew me pulling open my chest, and normally when I have like a hole in my chest that I draw, it's just like the black like little, you know, but I was drawing my ribs, but this is like the first time I drew them like white bones and like red insides, because the last drawing I did kind of similar to this was the purple one, and that was all purple and pink and blue, so it was just kind of funny to see. And then I have that little graffiti tag. I like adding graffiti tags to my traditional artwork a lot, or just to my art in general, because I think it's just really fun to incorporate. There's an eye in the stomach, and it's got like a saw. The one border is like a spider web looking thing. I'm pretty sure that's the sound of someone flushing their fucking toilet. Anyway, yeah, so the brain matter's in this red splat, and it's got this green gunk. There's some meat, and then the graffiti. Oh, and like there's some like lines, some like cool like ink spill blue from like a pen that I did that you'll see. And that's pretty much all this was. It was just me having fun, messing around, doing what I like and enjoy the most, which is just fucking shit up in my sketchbook. I give it a damn. So yeah, I guess I'll oh yeah, I was just trying to layer colors a lot, in different like opacities. I wanted it to like, I really wanted it to feel like handmade, I guess, like really like only like brush and paper. I guess like a lot of anti-AI symbolism has just been popping up in my art recently, which not even consciously, because I'm not really like, if AI art could just be ethical and not piece of shit and boring, like, you know what I mean, like, then it would be cool. Because there's a lot of people, there's like, you know, the take that it's like, oh well, if you're really good at AI, are you really an artist, or are you just a really good developer? And I was like, oh, okay, look at it like that too. There's so many ways, and that's just what happens when something's so objective or subjective, which is really, I don't know, just interesting to see. But yeah, anyway. Let me know what you're drawing, what emotion you are drawing, if you're drawing your emotions or just what you're drawing, in the comments below. And if you draw something and you post it somewhere, make sure to tag me. You know, I'd love to see it. Yeah, I'll pop in if there's anything interesting. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so actually right here you see me shading the hair. I'm shading the hair in kind of like a darkest to light, which is kind of odd for watercolors. I'm just experimenting, trying something out, doing a mixture of things, you know what I mean? So that's just kind of what I was doing over here, and what me messing around over here really kind of means, or like what's going on. And I don't know, I'm just trying to make like it more like 3D, at that dimension, at that depth, you know. I also went in with like, I think I went in with like red to try and like cover up some of the space and try to add some depth to it too. But yeah. Oh yeah, I got this red lip going on. It was kind of supposed to be like blood, but it's kind of giving diva. It's kind of giving Frankenfurter, so, I mean, I guess I'm just a prostitute transvestite in this photo, which is fine, I guess, you know. What's so wrong with being Dr. Frankenfurter? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Okay, bro was super dedicated. He had to be successful, I think. Here I started using a wet on wet technique where I'd lay down like a wash of water and then I'd go over with my pigment to make it just like spread out a little bit softer. And I also started adding texture because my colors were looking flat and I was building them up, but it wasn't really doing what I wanted to. And that's okay because it's just a sketch, and that's now I know for if I'm doing like a professional piece or a more formal piece, like not to do that. So, you know, it's learning curve, but still annoying. But yeah, and then I do a little blotting. I love blotting. That's something you'll always catch me out here doing. I'm always blotting shit down. Hey, if you made it this far, subscribe, and if you're an artist, also think about filling out that Google form for a chance to be our Spotlight Artist of the Week. The more I was working on this piece and the closer I was finishing it, I was like realizing that I liked the watercolor line work and the less lining, more like soft, like natural, realistic. Because originally I was gonna line this because I like the messy watercolor portraits that are like lined and shit like that. I think it looks good. And now this is obviously inspired by it, a little bit more structured, less abstract, but you get the gist. And I just really just enjoyed how it looked like naturally, so like I structured the shirt a little bit more, and I lined the zombie with my favorite pen, but I'll talk about that later. And then I just used microns on the other side as well, but the main portrait I did not line. Let me know if you would have lined it or if you like the way it looks. Finally moving on to the brain guts. I just wanted to draw some brain matter, and of course I'm using my Posca pens. You know, you can't go wrong with those acrylic marker pens. I really want to try acrylic brush pens. I haven't found, like, I don't know, like a brand that I want to try, because like it costs money, it's a lot of money, and I want to try them so bad because I want to draw like Vic Fuentes in some paint markers or something. I think that would be cool, to give that like, I don't know, like gouache effect. But for now, the Posca pens work like a charm. I also used orange, a little break from the muted color scheme. Did a little superstar because we got some stars. The meat I did with the Tombow brush pens, and I really like this red that I did. I was just gonna leave it like 2 black lines, but I really enjoy it. I think it makes it pop, and it like reminds me of like that old scene art. And then I used colored pencils on the chest again, and I think that's it. Here she is, the beautiful sienna brown zebra pen from Dollar General, the exclusive, mama. I love that color so much. I love that pen so much. I had one and I ran it into the ground. I had to go back and buy like 2 more. Anyway, that's all.